Okay, this is a walkthrough for They Are in Our House Now, which was a single we did in 2018, I think. It was from like the similar kind of sessions as to Revenant, and a lot of material from around that time was kind of made in one go, and then we kind of partitioned bits off for other albums and stuff. This is the main synth line there. It was recorded on a really old synth that I just swamped in reverb and stuff, because as you can hear, without it doesn't sound very good at all. Bass line, just 3 simple notes, just kind of playing a bit offbeat, but sounded quite nice. So it's just about layering stuff up after this. I think the first thing that came was the little synth line, and everything else was just like, oof. You can hear how like gnarly that old synth sounds. It's pretty horrible, but Guitar-y again has really nice tremolo stuff, so I just added a bit of that. And then everything else is just kind of just layering up, just like window dressing up that little synth line and that bass line. This is our old friend Catherine from the Anchoress. I just cheekily stole a bit of her a bit of a vocal from a remix I did for a while ago, and then a few hats underneath that, and then an old jungle sample as well from a jungle sample pack that we had. It's just like a kind of a female voice, but with loads of stuff added in. It seems to complement like Catherine's quite well, so it's kind of a cool mistake, I suppose. Another like little one-shot arpeggiated, just a little synth. Nothing really that special going on with this one. It's just replicating what the bass is doing, but like sounds a bit more interesting. Sounds a bit like a grainy kind of synth. It's quite nice there. There's just a big subby bass, just to give it an extra bit of heft, bit of weight behind it. The same synth again, just playing a nice little. Listen to that! Wow, Jesus. Just playing a nice little counter melody. It's quite nice though. It kind of fits it really well. The title, by the way, is a Twin Peaks quote that I got wrong. If anybody's watched Twin Peaks 3, the newer series, he's a character and it says, "It is in our house now," and I thought he said, "They are in our house now," and I thought, wow, that would make a great title. So I stole it and then got it wrong, which was typical. Nice little synth line here. That's from the Buckler sample pack, which if you watch the Dawn run through, it appears in that as well. And I thought I'd have a bit of fun by automating the steps in this one as well, just to give it an extra bit of like something else, because usually, you know, when I'm making stuff, I just set the arpeggiator just to run and just think, oh yeah, you know, that'll do, and you know, that's it. Whereas this one, I thought like, no, actually, I want to kind of have fun with and open up the melody a little bit and make it a bit different. So I kind of automated the steps to go up and down during the track, just to give it a bit of something a bit more interesting, like going on in there. But yeah, so it's quite nice. Like I remember when we did this. I think this is pretty much the finished tune as well. The finished version, should I say? I think we did end up finishing it on Tom's computer, but I think this is not. Even if we did that, it's not too far from what this is anyway. The original, this kind of demo version of it, I think it's essentially like 99% finished anyway. But yeah, around the time of this, I think we wanted to get away from kick drums a bit and just like have trying to drive tracks forward without necessarily relying on like a kick drum or a big like bass drum booming away. It's infinitely more interesting if you take that out and let something else do that. So in this case, it was the hi-hats and like the kind of counter melodies kind of working off each other. that kind of drove it forward a bit more, and it didn't you didn't get bogged down with just like another like, it's quite easy just to throw a 4/4 in there and go, oh, there you go, doof, doof, doof. Brilliant, fantastic. It's infinitely more interesting if you take that out and let people kind of like fill in the gaps a little bit and just give them a hi-hat, and they have to like, they're constantly waiting for the kick, but the kick never comes. So it's quite a nice curveball kind of thing. It's quite a nice like thing to like to put in there.